welcome to another edition of Did You Know Doctor Who, what you may or may not have known about Doctor Who. This time we're going to have a look at the first ever story for Doctor Who, the first ever serial, An Unearthly Child. I hope you enjoy. The first ever serial was not a success in terms of views or critical response. For starters, it was a radically different show to what was shown at the time, and was deemed boring and unambitious. To make matters worse, on the day the first part was aired, JFK was assassinated only the day before, meaning most people were watching the news instead. In fact, the serial was so poorly received that the show was almost cancelled after just 4 episodes. Luckily, its next story, The Daleks, managed to save the show. 2 versions of the first part exist. The original was deemed too scary and the Doctor was seen as more hostile. As such, the second version mellows the Doctor a bit and is less frightening. The serial's working title, as well as secondary title, is called 100,000 BC. Sidney Newman, when coming up with Doctor Who, wanted it to be an educational show, and warned that he didn't want any robots or boggle-eyed monsters. The serial's filming was delayed constantly and went through several scripts, with several on-set disasters taking place before a final cut was finally made. Originally, the Doctor was written to be more of a villain, who hated scientists and secretly planned to destroy the future. Newman rejected this for a father figure, who is an intelligent hero with a huge amount of curiosity. Hartnell only accepted the role because his granddaughter showed him an advertisement, and he thought it would change his career direction, having been fed up with constantly playing military parts. However, he was still uncertain as it was promoted as a children's show. The serial was originally going to be called The Giants, in which the cast would be shrunk and forced to fight giant insects. The script was eventually used for the serial Planet of the Giants. The TARDIS was originally going to change every appearance every time it landed. However, budgetary reasons meant the TARDIS chameleon circuit would break and remain as the police box we all know and love. The original names for the companions were Bridget, Lola McGroven, and Cliff. The bones used in the Cave of Skulls were real bones taken from an abattoir, which created an unpleasant smell on set. A lizard was accidentally brought onto the set with the tropical plants. Carol Ann Ford ended up adopting the lizard. Ian and Barbara were originally going to have a romantic relationship, but in the end they decided to leave it more ambiguous. One of the actresses who played a cave woman mistakenly thought she was playing for a role in James Bond's Dr. No. When she arrived to be told that she would need to have her teeth blackened, she threw a hissy fit and stormed off set. In the original ending, the cavemen would have made peace with the TARDIS crew after Ian taught them how to make fire. The cavemen costumes were riddled with fleas. The Doctor was originally going to be literally called Doctor Who. This is interestingly used in Doctor Who and the Dalek movies, where he is referred to as Doctor Who. And that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed. An Unearthly Child is not the greatest start to the show, let's be honest. Now, it's pretty boring and not really that interesting. However, it does have a lot of historical importance. That said, it is argued that the Daleks is really the serial that started everything, really made Doctor Who what it was. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.